just go ahead. Good morning, everyone. Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins. While court is in session, please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. Sit back, wait for your names to be called. Also, if you're in a vehicle, there is no driving while court is in session. Also, there will be no talking, eating, drinking, gum chewing while walking around of any kind. And please remain properly dressed at all times. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Who's got the cell phone that just called in at 687-5927?
Cornetta Jean.
Good morning to you, Mrs. Jean.
Good morning.
Well, probably so. We'll have to come back on the next, on next 2 weeks.
On Wednesday, Doctor.
Yeah, 2 weeks. I should have checked that before.
Are we getting another letter? Because I got a C here. Are you?
Oh, you know what's gonna happen because they have the business docket. They're gonna disperse it and every judge is gonna have a set of agendas.
The business.
Yeah.
This is not business.
No, but I'm just saying that reminded me of something that's, coming up. But I think this guy might be.
So she's on the paperwork. I just write it and we just deal with it.
As well as Mr. Marino.
All right, let's start. This is the City of Detroit versus Aaron Anthony Garfield, case number 18-456-8661. Mr. Garfield, you probably got your notice because you owe a lot of outstanding fines and costs. And I don't know, from what I can see here, I don't know if you, well, I guess you paid some things and haven't paid others. So I won't say you don't have a total interest in not paying, but you have a lot of stuff outstanding, so say you have 100, I'll tell you what I'll do for you, sir. I'll give you time to pay. You pay that $100 a day. I'll work with you if you're interested in really getting your driver's license and get this stuff paid off. I can get rid of some of the fines and costs. You're going to have to show the willingness to want to take care of these matters. These matters have been sitting out here since 2015. You got stuff sitting out here. You're 30 years old?
Yes.
So I don't even know where to start, really.
So, I don't know.
Let's then you have a pending charge.
Eso de salir al asalto, eso, ¿por qué se
Hey, listen, Mr. Marino, no talking. All right. here. You have a court date yet. You know about this pending charge, sir?
Yes.
So what do you want to do? You want to do some community service?
No.
What are you doing? Are you working?
No, I'm taking care of my child. I just had a son.
How are you taking care of your child and you're not working?
His mother worked.
All right. Well, I guess all we can do is just give you some time to pay. Because you're not working, you only have $100 and you got a new baby. You want to do some community service, sir? Sounds like you need to do something.
I don't know how that would be possible with a 5-month-old, sir.
Excuses.
How much do I owe, sir?
I mean, where do I start? I would say, just looking at it, a couple thousand. When's the last time you had a job?
Right before the pandemic, about a couple years ago.
I'm just gonna shame you into doing something, you understand? Just put you on blast with everybody. You 30 years old, is that your only child?
Yes.
All right, sir. I guess there's nothing I can do. He doesn't have any open cases.
The one today?
Do you have any suggestions, Ms. Harris?
I feel as if community service would be the best option. Are the remaining matters, you indicated they were civil infractions that had outstanding balances?
He's got misdemeanors that he entered into agreements with, and then civil infractions that he didn't pay and let it go into default. It's not the worst I've seen, but it just seems like neglect.
While I do understand that you do have a 5-month-old, are there any other options in terms of you doing community service? Because I think that would be your best option, considering you do have you're in a financial situation right now, being that you're unemployed. Would you be able to find someone to possibly assist with your son while you're doing your community service?
And I can only put my best foot forward on that. I can't make any guarantees. It's, that's my obligation. I can try.
Let me stop you. I can just put you in jail, and then it'll have to be somebody to take care of the 5-year-old. I'm trying to do the best I can. I hope I'm shaming you into getting up and being an able-bodied 30-year-old man with the 5-month-old and getting up and getting out and getting something. I hope that's what I'm doing. I hope that's what I'm doing right now.
You are.
Because if you sit back, when I sit back and look at it, and I'm sure when a lot of other people are sitting back and looking at it, they're like, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make you do some community service. I'm gonna make you get it together. So, let's start by saying, come back in 3 months. I usually give credit for $15 an hour of community service. You have, let's just add it up. See how close I am to my number. $2010. What did I say? About $2,000, didn't I?
Yes.
See, I like money. You don't like money?
I love money.
Can't tell. All right, we're gonna pass this until I figure out, mute your phone. We're gonna see what we can do to see if we can try to help you help yourself.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to, who's the next person? Mr. Gorey.
Yes, sir.
All right. This is the city of Detroit versus. This is the state of Michigan versus Jacqueline Gorey. Did I get that pronunciation right, sir?
Joaquin Gorey.
Joaquin, sorry, Gorey.
No problem. No problem.
Case SX 8751381 and 1305996001. All right. This is what I do for people who try to stay on top of their issues. Mr. Gorey, I see that you have paid a related civil infraction with this, albeit these things go back to 2013. But you did pay one ticket. You did. It seems like you do pay your tickets. You have a driving while license suspended back in 2013. But that's under Judge Bryant.
Yes.
You see that? You got to go to Judge Bryant for that. So I'm going to dismiss the one you have in front of me. You pay the related civil infraction and the age of the case. I'm going to waive the warrant fee, and I'm going to hold you responsible for the reinstatement fee, sir. You're going to have to go to Judge Bryant for the driving while license suspended. You might want to give them a call now and see if you can zoom in and get that taken care of. If you do that, you'll get that. That's a warrant under the driving while license suspended. What's Judge Bryant's number?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ms. Harris.
I'm just wondering, will she hear it? I know most times when it is a traffic matter, some of them will send it back to whichever courtroom they would normally be assigned to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let her name is the name of judge of record on there, and it's not assigned here. All I have is the one that I called, the first one that I called, the state matter. So it's assigned under her name, and unless we can the judge to see if she wants us to take care of it, we can take care of it.
Could I ask? Sir, can I ask a question? Is that the $50 ticket?
Yes.
Okay, so the $90 and the $95 and $50 are two separate tickets.
Yes, two separate tickets, and I dismissed it, but you're gonna have, see now $45, and you're gonna be able to pay that $45. You're
Yeah,
gonna, if you want a driver's license, if you want a clearances at the 36th District Court, you're gonna have to pay that, but that's
yeah,
not gonna be a part of, you pay that on your own volition.
okay, okay.
Her, Zoom ID number is, 339.
Courtroom 339, maybe you might wanna call her clerk and ask, can you zoom in?
I have the phone number too.
All right, you got a pen, sir?
Yes, sir.
313-965
2295.
2295. Call that clerk there and see if you can get in and get that matter taken care of, sir.
Okay, thank you so much.
If they want us to hear it, then you can come on back.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's move on to Mr. Christopher Green.
What's going on? Good morning.
Good morning. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Christopher Levon Green, case numbers SP 1139742 1, case number SP 1139762, counts 1 and counts 2. The first case I call default, I'll allow Mr. Green, I'll set aside that default as a civil infraction, and I'll allow Mr. Green to be heard on that matter. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor, and good morning to your staff. May it please this honorable court, Sherika Harris, P72832, on behalf of Mr. Green. Mr. Green, if you have video, could you start your video and state your name for the record?
Yes, ma'am. It will not allow me to do the video for some reason. But my name is Christopher Green.
All right. So, you're gonna have to get that video going, sir. Well,
Yes.
So here it is. Or do you have do you have insurance? Do you have a plate? Do you have a driver's license?
No, I do not, sir.
None of the above.
The license plate I had on the vehicle at the time was a temporary plate, but the car is not being driven at the moment.
So your offer today is to plead to a failure to display. That's a $240 fine. That's a misdemeanor that's going to abstract to the Secretary of State. That is going to trigger a 30-day automatic suspension upon plea, and then I'll dismiss the other 2 matters.
Okay.
You want to take that deal, sir, or you want to go to trial? You have a right to a trial, sir. You can get a trial later if you like.
No, sir, I'll take that deal.
All right. Sir, can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir, you can put your hand down. You understand that the maximum possible penalty is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine for each misdemeanor, sir?
Yes, sir.
You understand you have a right to a trial? You understand you have a right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
You understand by taking this deal, you're gonna give up that trial right?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Okay, sir, let me draw your attention back to November 27th, 2020 at around 3:16 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Livernois and 8 Mile, sir. Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please?
Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes, sir.
And on that date, did that police officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, he did.
And you couldn't do so, could you, sir?
No, sir.
All right, sir, why is that?
It's suspended at the moment, and I'm having trouble getting
Very
it.
well, sir. I'm gonna accept, if you're satisfied, I'm gonna accept your plea to the amended count of failure to display a valid driver's license. And with the stipulation of probable cause, I'll dismiss the other 2 counts.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Okay, sir, I'm gonna fine you $240, sir. When can you pay it?
I'm not exactly sure, but as soon as possible.
Give me a date, sir.
I'm not currently working at the moment. I'm seeking employment.
Mr. Green, would you be inclined to do community service if the court will allow?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, if the court will allow community service in lieu of fines and costs, it would be appreciated.
All right, I'm gonna say 20 hours of community service.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes,
You have an ink pen ready, sir?
I'm sorry?
You have an ink pen ready?
No, I do not. Just a second.
Okay. Got a good memory, sir?
Fairly decent.
It's gotta be, 313
313
965
965
3414.
3414.
Yeah, Mrs. Green is the community service manager.
Okay.
Do the community service, sir, and we will that'll be in lieu of payment.
Okay, I thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm gonna have you back for a review in 1 month.
Yes, sir.
October 4th.
October 4th?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, if there's no
All
further
right.
questions, sir, then we gonna generate a community service order?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and then do we need his telephone number?
Do you need his? I think that'd be helpful too.
All right.
As well, yes.
You want to tell us your number, sir? You can either put it in the chat or you can say it online. It doesn't matter to me, however you want to do it.
Okay, it's 313
Mm-hmm.
977
Mm-hmm.
1401.
All right, very well. If there's nothing further, Mr. Green, have a great day.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mr. Joey Cruz as well. He's probably a part of the union outreach. Mr. Joe Cruz.
All right, good morning, Officer Scott. You're here for Joseph Lee.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll put you in a breakout room with Mr. Goss.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Good morning.
He's probably not gonna be there yet, though. Wait. Where is Mrs. Johns?
Your Honor, before you call that case, I apologize for interrupting. What is the cutoff time for officers to check in for trial?
Trial is gonna be 9:30 for him. His trial is set at 9 o'clock, so he's right on time.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
They're gonna get a half hour.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mhm. All right. So I'm thinking that Ms. Johns, are you there? Quinetta,
Yes, I'm here.
are you on the phone now?
Yes,
Pronounce your last name right?
James, Gemes.
Gemes. S or A?
S.
Jeans,
Yes.
correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Jeans, good morning to you, ma'am. Let's call the case. This is the state of Michigan versus Quinetta Jeans, case numbers SP 102-16591 and SP 102-86971. Ma'am, there is no offer in this file because this is a state case and we would have to get a state prosecutor, but allowing an unqualified driver to drive, MCL 474.133. I want to see what the,
Sir, if I may say something.
not really.
Please be careful before you say anything.
Sure.
Okay, I have the offense date, Your Honor.
What I'll do is I'll give her a chance to speak to you in a breakout room.
Thank you. And may I have the offense date, Your Honor?
This is 8/30/2019. And I don't mean to cut you off, Ms. Jeans, but I don't want you to say anything that may incriminate you. I want you to speak with a lawyer. I want you to have all your conversations go through the lawyer before you make any kind of statements, all right?
Yes, sir.
That's what she's here for, all right. Join the room. I'll put you in a breakout room with Officer Scott. Hanks B 221 at DetroitMichigan.gov. That must be Officer Brian Hanks.
You can send them in too. Can I get the file for Joseph? Joseph. Trial and that file.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry about that.
No problem. Thank you.
Oh, Miss Gray. Miss Gray.
Your Honor, if Ms. James could be pulled out of the breakout room, it would be appreciated. Thank you.
She doesn't know how to get out?
Because she's a phone caller, she can't get herself out.
I don't know how to do that.
If you go to her name, usually you can click the option to move back to the main session.
Yes, I did it.
Yay, thank you.
Never had work for me. Okay, let's go back on the record with Miss Jean. What is the what would your client? I gave you an opportunity to speak with your client in the breakout room. What do you have to say on behalf of your client, Ms. Harris?
On behalf of my client, I would request an opportunity to speak with a prosecutor regarding this matter. I believe we may be able to have resolution, and if not, Ms. James and I did discuss setting the matter for trial.
All right, let's get the state prosecutor on the line. We'll let the state prosecutor know too that there was a related civil infraction that was paid. This goes back to 2019. Let's see if you guys can, well, it's two different stops. It's two different stops. One stop was on 8/30/2019. That's for the allowing unqualified driver to drive. And then the other stop was from 10/14/2019, and that was a no insurance misdemeanor. What does your driver's license look like?
My driver's license was good up until now.
So it's not good anymore, right?
No, sir.
All right, we'll get the state prosecutor on the line. I was going to just set a trial date, but since you need to get a driver's license, we'll try to expedite that for you.
I appreciate that.
Until she comes in.
She'll be on shortly. She's in another.
All right. Now this is Mrs. Gray. Are you there, Miss Gray?
Yes.
Makes no sense, does it?
No.
And I didn't even say what it was, so you didn't even incriminate yourself, but we both know what's going on. All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Nicole Marie Gray. Let's see. All right. You were supposed to take the Michigan Defensive Driving course. Did you do that?
Yes.
Do you have a certificate for that?
Yes.
You gotta email me that certificate.
Okay, I gotta find it first.
I'm gonna put my email address in the chat. When you find that, email it to me. And send that to me.
Now, I don't know if I took the right one. I took the one for Detroit and not Michigan. Because whichever one I took, I pay for it.
You say what?
I had to pay for it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay.
I'm just asking, did I take the right one? I took the one for Detroit and not Michigan.
If you took some kind of course, I hope you got something out of it, one. And I hope that you bring some good information to the people online too, all right?
Okay.
So send me that, you got my email address in the chat. Send that to me. I'm gonna pass that matter. Let's call Mrs. Johns again. Let's recall that, Gwinnetta Johns. We have, good morning, Ms. Wolf. We have the state prosecutor on the line.
Good morning.
We have an allowing an unqualified driver to drive and a no insurance misdemeanor. I do want to say that she paid a related civil infraction, and both of these are state matters. And Mrs. Harris would like to speak with you in a breakout room regarding it.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my God.
Who is that?
Oh.
You gotta mute yourself if you're gonna do that.
Gonna get a lot worse for her. All right, let's get going with Brandon Gibson.
Yes, sir.
You were here the other day, sir?
No, sir.
Oh, okay. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
There was another Gibson spelled the same way as yours, and I don't typically see it spelled that way. I typically see it spelled with the B. That's why I saw somebody spell the same way as yours the other day.
Yeah, it's kind of rare.
Okay. So we're here. Why don't I see this case?
And Your Honor, we have resolution.
You have resolution?
Yes, Your Honor. It's my understanding that both counts are being dismissed.
All right, very well.
Is that correct, Ms. Wolf? I don't want
That is correct. Both counts will be dismissed.
All right, so we're still on the record. So with that being said, you see why I wanted you to wait until the lawyer spoke, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
We're going to dismiss both of the matters, and I don't know if you have any reinstatement fees. I'm going to waive the warrant fees, and you're going to be responsible to pay the reinstatement fee. It looks like you're only going to have one $45 reinstatement fee here, ma'am. Then you can go approach the Secretary of State to get a license.
How much again, sir?
$45. I'll waive it.
Thank
All right?
Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you. Have a great day, and I appreciate you zooming in. APA will.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
As well.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. I see why. Is it DARNDEN or DON, sir?
DEN.
DEN. Okay. This is the city of Detroit versus Brandon Charles Gibson, case number SP 108-83261. Sir, I am going to dismiss your matter. You had a related civil infraction that you signed up. When you pay these tickets without coming to court on a 6 to 10 over, you automatically signed up for everything that goes along with that. I suggest in the future you use the justice system to the fullest extent possible, because a lot of times you only had a no insurance misdemeanor and a speeding ticket. A lot of times you can get them to make a deal where you're not in the position to have to sign up for the points. So I understand that you want to stay on top of it by paying it, but it caused you to sign up for 2 points. As soon as you pay it, you're admitting responsibility. So dismiss. I'm going to waive warrant fee, and you're going to pay the reinstatement fee.
Okay, thank you, sir.
It's paid related civil infraction. All right, if there's nothing further, sir, you have a good day.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
Bye-bye. The young lady that just signed on in the Coach Galaxy A21, are you, what's your name now?
Stephanie Lindsay.
Stephanie Lindsay.
Yes.
You've been here before?
Yes.
You just like this courtroom, don't you?
No.
Is it, you don't like this courtroom?
I don't want to keep signing in like this a bad thing, seem like.
All right, is it an S-E-Y or S-A-Y?
S-E-Y.
All right. All right, you can put your phone on mute now until we call your name.
Okay.
All right. All right, we have Mr. Lyjek here.
Yes.
I pronounce it right this time, sir?
Yes, thank you.
All right. This is the City of Detroit versus John Paul Lyjek, case number U60319-021. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Cherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Lyjek. Mr. Lyjek, please state your name for the record.
John Paul Lyjek.
All right, Mr. Lyjek, we're not going to keep going back and forth with this. I offered to give you a trial date, but you didn't want it. I don't know why he didn't want a trial date. He's got this was up yesterday. Ms. Harris is not on the docket today. He's got an offer to engage. I would think that even if he did on trial day, that if the officer didn't show up, then he would be win-win. But I suggest that you can't do any worse if you just waited till trial. But you want to take the plea today, right?
Well, I mean.
May we have a breakout room, Your Honor, please, and thank you.
Please. I mean, he's already talked to the lawyer ad nauseum yesterday. He just wants it to all go away. And I don't blame him, but we're not there yet.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Lorante Gray. Where are you, sir? Why is he in? Is he not in here? All right, let's go back and Mrs. Let's see if Mrs. Gray is sitting there. Miss Gray, did you take the class with 14 quizzes, 14 chapters? Pardon me? Let me say something to you.
Oh, no, mute. I'm sorry. Yes, I took it.
Let me say something to you too. You're on here with the vulgar language in my court and disrupting.
I'm sorry.
What do we have, Attorney Goss?
I need to speak to Attorney Harris.
All right.
So I'm going to text her and see if she can give me a call.
All right, very good. So I haven't received that. You took the right course. It sounds like you took the right course, so that's a good thing. All right, Mr. Moreno.
Yes, sir.
Stephanie Lindsay.
Yeah, I've heard of her name, but let me look.
Oh, Mr. Moreno, you need an interpreter, right?
Yeah.
And Mr. Dela Cruz.
Yeah, need an interpreter, please.
Both of you need interpreters, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you guys come back on the 15th. It sounds like you got your ticket in Southwest Detroit.
Yeah.
Did you get your ticket, Mr. Dela Cruz, in Southwest Detroit?
Got it in Detroit.
Say that again.
Say yes, I got it in Southwest Detroit. Hey, you mean the
So
interpreter like I only speak Spanish or what?
No,
pardon me?
Because I speak English. I thought you were talking about like a lawyer.
No, I can tell you speak English, but it sounds like you guys see. I am only having GL and O. That's why I recognize your last names don't end in GL or O. But I am the new community court judge in Southwest Detroit, but that doesn't start until next week. I mean, the 15th.
All right, so you can reschedule it, then I'll come back.
Thank you for telling me what I can do, sir.
I didn't mean it like that. I was just saying like.
I know. I'm just having some fun with you, sir.
I didn't write the offer, Your Honor.
You got a whole lot of stuff going on, Mr. Dela Cruz.
Yeah, I want to really get all my stuff taken care of and get on the payment plan so I can get this paid off.
I'm not supervising any payment plans. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna give you a date to pay, or I'm gonna give you some community service. Let's have you guys back on you and Mr. Moreno on September 15th.
Same courtroom?
Same courtroom. And Mr. Moreno, you hear me, sir? Are you listening, sir? Mr. Moreno?
Yes, sir.
You're not listening to anything I'm saying. I'm gonna have you back on September 15th. Same courtroom. We're gonna have an interpreter on that day. Can you let them know? Do you speak Spanish, Mr. Dela Cruz?
No, I'm Latino, but I don't speak Spanish.
All right. Well, Mr. Moreno, did you understand that?
No.
September 15th.
September 15th? September 15th. No, it's 2 September. Somebody speak Spanish, please.
All right, let's see. Mr. Dela Cruz, September 15th, 8:30 a.m.
Thank you. I got you. I'll be there, sir.
All right, have a great day.
Thank you.
Mr. Moreno, do you have somebody that can speak English?
You know somebody speak Spanish? No.
I don't. I need you back on September 15th.
Okay. Okay, the new court is September 15th?
Yes, yes. See.
What time?
8:30.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. Ms. Harris, what's he gonna do?
Your Honor, I'm not sure if he left the breakout room, but he would like to leave this matter set for trial.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Goss.
Your Honor, we're good on leave. We came to agreement on. Did you speak?
Well, Mr. Goss, I got your message, but I need to speak with Mr. Lee first, so.
Okay, so she needs to speak to Mr. Lee.
All right, Mr. Lee, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with the lawyer.
Mr.
All right,
Lee.
you back in, sir?
Yes, sir.
What? Are you gonna be back? You're not gonna be back anymore, so you're gonna figure this out. Either you're gonna take that date or you're gonna resolve it. You're not gonna keep on going back and forth.
Yes, yeah, I'm gonna take the date.
All right, then. I'll see you then.
All right, thank you.
All right. let's get Mrs. Gray. I still haven't received that. Did you send that over, ma'am? You're on mute.
Yes, I sent it twice. It's probably not gonna pop up under my name. It probably might pop up under iPhone.
You sent a picture of it, or you sent the whole thing? Like you sent it straight from the provider?
I sent it from the PDF file.
Okay. Did you cut and paste my email address, or did you manually put it in?
I manually put it in.
You put SEAN.PERKINS?
Yes, at 36districtcourt.org. Yes.
All right. Well, it should be here as soon as it gets here, because Mr. Gray needs to hear some of this stuff as well. All right. Let's see if you took the test. I can know whether you took it or not by the information that you're gonna bring. Now, you got to keep in mind that you were charged with going 31 miles an hour over the speed limit on Gratiot. Now, do you have kids, ma'am?
Yes.
You have kids, don't you? And
yes.
If one of your kids got hit by a driver going almost twice the speed limit, it would be a devastating thing, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Almost unforgivable, wouldn't it?
Yes.
So why don't you, when you're driving, put yourself in other people's shoes? There's people walking down the streets. There's people trying to get where they have to go. There's other drivers on the road. They're in a hurry too, but a lot of them aren't doing what you're out here doing.
Yes, you're right.
I mean, when you put it in that perspective, it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Yes.
How would you feel if you hit a child, or anybody for that matter? That would almost be something that you couldn't come, it would be tough to get over, wouldn't it?
Yes.
So let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Nicole Marie Gray. Case number SP 11796211 and case number SP 11801001. And they're saying you're doing this. They're saying you're doing this without even having a driver's license. Now that part is the really part that gets me, because that is correct. Pull our driving record, please.
Yes, sir. I didn't know.
That part really gets me, because you're out here already driving dirty.
I didn't know my license was suspended.
Okay, well, you should. I don't know if it's suspended or not either. Well, we're going to find out.
No, it's not.
I wish Officer Croxton was here today. I should call him up and tell him to zoom in.
Sure, that'll be fine.
Got a valid license. All right. We called the cases, and I'm just gonna wait for a minute. Let me pass it just for a minute, and let me go to Mrs. Harris. What have you just given an opportunity to talk to Mr. Lee? I have Officer Scott here. Good morning to you, sir. And I had there he is. All right, let's see what's going on with Mr. Lee.
If I may, Your Honor, may I have a moment to confer with Mr. Goss regarding Mr. Lee's matters?
Certainly.
If he's available for breakout room, or I can discuss with him via text. I don't know what his preference would be.
I'll put it in the breakout room and you guys can figure it out. All right, so let's go back on the record with Mrs. Nicole Marie Green. Good morning, Officer Croxton.
Sorry.
Corporal Croxton, I'm sorry. Good morning, Corporal Croxton. I think you have to unmute yourself. All right, we have two people. This is Lindsay also. Are you able to unmute yourself, Officer Corporal Croxton, or are you I know we called you in on the spur of the moment, so. Okay, we'll wait. Anyway, he can hear what we're saying, and that's the most important thing. And I'm not here to, we told you that if you come and bring us some valuable information, Ms. Gray, we're back on the record with Ms. Nicole Gray. We came and told you if you bring us some valuable information for what you learned out of the class, then we'd make a much more favorable offer than the offer of the 31 miles per hour over the speed limit. And I just wanted Officer Croxton to be here because he's the one that has to be out there on the front lines. Good morning, Officer Croxton, Corporal Croxton.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So
good.
We have Mrs. Gray, and you had an encounter with her. Now, again, she's innocent until proven guilty. This is not the date and time of a trial. This is the date and time of the pre-trial. And the last time Mrs. Gray was here, we extended an offer to her to take a Michigan defensive driving course. And we felt that in this courtroom, well, when we see excessive speeding like that and we take a look at the driving record, we feel that everybody should have to take a course like this as a refresher every 5 or 10 years or so, like that. But Mrs. Gray, with that excessive speed, there was no question. In lieu of some of the points, maybe all of the points. Sometimes I've seen Mr. Goss go all the way down to a blocking traffic in situations like this. But what we ask of them is take the course and be prepared to come into court and let us know what you learned from that course. Because ultimately it's not to necessarily punish you, which, punishment is sometimes a deterrent to that, but it's also to try to make better drivers out of people and people more cognizant of what's going on out there on the road. And the fact that we got to share the road with a lot of different people. And if we do our part, even if you do your part and you're doing driving and having any infractions, accidents can still happen. And a lot of times it's because of other people. So, Ms. Gray, I'm going to turn the floor over to you, and I want to see what you learned. I haven't gotten the certificate, but I think I know enough about the course to make a determination whether you took it or not. And I know enough about it if you're bringing enough substantive information to the course. And I want you to tie into the speeding aspect, because that's what you've been charged with. But I want you to go over some other aspects that you might think that everybody online should know. So go ahead, Ms. Gray.
Oh. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just know that I know I shouldn't be driving fast, because it could be, it is dangerous for me and for myself and for others that's on the road. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
All right. It sounds like you didn't take the course, ma'am.
No,
So
I took the course. I paid $60. I took that course.
Listen, well, you would be bringing some more information, and I don't know. And that little line about I need to slow down for people on the road.
I took the course. I got all my answers.
Bring some information. I told you.
This course.
Deal was bringing some substantive information to the people, to the court and the people online, and you haven't done that.
Okay. Whatever.
I'll give you another opportunity.
Another opportunity for what?
All right, let's set a trial
I'm not
date.
taking the course again because I already took it.
Officer Corporal Clarkson, I appreciate you chiming in, sir. All right, if you want, unless you want to take these matters, you're going to get the. Well, let me wait till the city attorney has come in and see what he'll do. But that's not good enough. Let's see what Mrs. Lindsay has can bring to the course. Mrs. Lindsay, you were tasked to take the course as well.
Yes.
So I hope you can give a better example of what you can bring and what you learn, and show Mrs. Gray how it's supposed to be done. So let me see here. Let's see what's going on. So what did we say, ma'am? That you had a speeding ticket. I see you have a speeding ticket here. Why were you supposed to take the course? Because I don't see much in the way of I see an unregistered, untitled, and no insurance misdemeanor that you pled to.
That was supposed to be why I took the course, so it could be dismissed or something.
I do see that upon completion, cases will be dismissed. So, all right. Let's call the cases. This is the city of Detroit versus Stephanie Moshelle Lindsay, case number SP 1125424, counts 1 and counts 2. All right, and boss, okay, I'll let you go ahead. Mrs. Lindsay, I do see in the news that you have a no insurance misdemeanor and an unregistered untitled, and apparently the city attorney has offered you to take the course, and that we would set aside the guilty pleas and that would allow you to time to take the course and to see if there's something that you can bring to sway the court to set aside the guilty.
Okay, so in the course, I didn't hear you.
Did you take the one with the 14 quizzes and one test?
Yes, I did. But did you look at I sent you an email on completing the 14 quizzes. After I completed the 14th one, I was redirected to another page and I sent you the 2 pages. It sent me back to the same course to pay for it again. So it didn't give me a completion certificate on it.
Let's see if you completed it. Bring some substantive information to sway the court in the regard. We'll see if you took the course. Go ahead.
So in taking the course, I did see that a lot of accidents are contribute to patrons speeding, going over the speed, going over the speed level and not paying attention, whether they're distracted by cell phone, makeup, in and out of traffic, listening to radio or anything. And in Michigan, like 1% of accidents are caused by motorcycles. So a lot of the accidents that they were saying in the course that contribute a lot to alcohol, like distracted driving, tailgating, not using the proper brake signal, not braking, not putting on your turn signal at certain stops or intersections, and a lot like that.
Okay. Now, when it talks about tailgating, did they give you any idea on how far you're supposed to be behind the next vehicle when you to not be tailgated and to be able to stop in a clear distance?
So I know they were saying like 100 feet, like you should be back so far. You shouldn't be right up close on the next car, but you should be able to give the next car enough room if they're going to make a last minute decision or if they're going to come to a complete stop or do something out of the ordinary. So you should be able to get them enough room in traveling distance before you brake or stop or whatever your procedure is going to be.
Okay. And then did it talk about what kind of what kind of precipitates speeding? Did it talk about the attitude of the person before they get in the car? Did it say anything about that?
Like your attitude should always be like non-distracted, like you have had no drinks or anything, where you are not intoxicated, where you're not impaired or anything, where you should be focused strictly on your driving.
What did it say about aggressive driving?
About what is it?
Aggressive driving.
That you should always be aware of aggressive drivers. Aggressive drivers are like people who's tailgating you, constantly hitting the brakes or following you too close. So basically it was saying pay attention for things like that. Keep your eyes in contact of the road and pay attention to like your surroundings, like all the cars around you, not just in front of you or in back of you.
And I can see that you took the course, but you're kind of giving us little overviews, and they went more in detail when they talk about that. They talked about your mental state before you get in the car, kind of leads you to aggressively drive, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They talked about like if you're having an attitude before you're getting in the car, if you're upset before you get in the car, them are things that you shouldn't drive under the conditions. If you're upset, angry, mad, sad, or you've been out drinking at a bar. So those were some of the things they were saying. If you are any of them, don't get behind the wheel and drive because it causes factors in your driving.
Okay. Now, did it talk about what happens in the rain?
So in the rain, they were saying like if you're speeding at a high speed, that can cause a collision because sudden braking and by the roads being wet, like when the roads are wet, it causes a more factor in speeding, like in the rain. So yes, they did.
What did they say? When is the most dangerous time of the rainy period?
Thunderstorming, like when it's no visibility, like when you can't see in front of you, like the next car in front of you.
No, they spoke about the rain and that being that the first 15 minutes of the rainy period is the most dangerous time on the road.
Okay, yes, they did say that too.
And why did they say that?
I can't remember all of it word for word, but I did read that part too on, the first 15 minutes being when you first start driving on the road. I can't remember word for word, but yes, I did see that.
Say that because at the time, that's when the oil and water are not an opportunity to mix, and it hasn't washed away the oil on the road yet.
Yes, I did see that, yes. I just didn't remember that.
All right. Do you have anything else that, I thought the discussion, you're sitting there at the desk, like, professional, you got your glasses on, you got your computer. I thought you were gonna bring some voluminous information to the court with notes and everything, but you just did barely better than Mrs. Gray. And the fact
but
that
I didn't know I was supposed to bring notes. You didn't tell me that to bring notes. If you did, I would have.
I told you.
It was a long course.
I told you to be prepared to have some discussion, didn't I?
No, sir, you didn't. You didn't tell me that. No.
All right.
I would have more.
Your matter doesn't have to do with anything speeding. Yours is unregistered or untitled and no insurance misdemeanor. And the note is here, and I don't know if that was offered to you by the city attorney or not. I guess it had to be offered to you by the city attorney. So based on that, I'll find good cause to set aside. Were you represented by a lawyer when you entered into this agreement, ma'am?
No, I wasn't.
All right. Based on that, I'm going to find good cause to set aside the guilty plea. Mrs. Lindsay did not have the benefit of counsel at the time when she entered into this. Furthermore, if the tickets were happened during the pandemic, and the court realizes that at least for the unregistered, untitled, there was difficult times in getting to the Secretary of State. And for those reasons, I'm going to set aside the guilty plea. And I'll allow Ms. Lindsay to, let's see here. I'll dismiss the cases as agreed upon. That's the no say. And all right, ma'am. Both of the cases are going to be dismissed. If there's nothing further, you have a great day.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's go back to Mr. Joseph Lee. Let's call the cases. This is the City of Detroit versus Joseph Lee, case number U322-07116, SP11026672, SP111-43861, U16146214, U26457515, U596755521, SP11026671, and 217311231. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, state your name for the record, please.
Joseph Herman.
Your Honor, I do need a brief moment to confer with Mr. Lee prior to us moving forward.
I gave you that time.
I'm sorry?
Mr. Lee, join the breakout room, okay? That one is assigned to you, number 2. Who's on that iPhone? I recognize that gentleman on that iPhone. Who is that?
Yeah, how you doing, Your Honor? It's Michael Glenn. I had an arrangement date. I was on live with you a week ago pertaining my tickets that I had to pay. I had till September 1st to pay my 2 tickets that you said that I had. I made a majority payment on all of them, on most of them. I tried to get in contact with you yesterday. I had lost my card that I was paying the money on. I was trying to see if maybe I could get like an extension until next Friday when my card get here so I can like pay the rest of the fees.
All right. I see that you are. This is the City of Detroit versus Michael De'Eric Glenn, case number ST1155701. 2 S1155713.
Yeah.
I see that you've made a nice little dent in the payment, sir. So
yeah,
we'll give you how many more days do you need?
Just until next Friday, which would be like I'm not sure.
All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you 30 more days.
All right.
This time I'm gonna extend this. All right. I hope you can get it by Friday, but if not, you better get it paid by October 4th.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Deal is gonna be gone, sir.
All right. Bye.
All right.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Your Honor, what was the date you just gave Mr. Glenn?
October 4th.
Okay.
You get that, Michael Glenn, October 4th.
Okay.
Michael De'Eric Glenn. D-Eric Glenn. All right. Jetta Green what's Jetta Green here for?
Hi, Your Honor.
How are you?
I'm good, and you? I came back to the courts because I know that I came in, spoke with you about 2 weeks ago in regards to my ticket. I spoke with Secretary of State. They still didn't allow me to get my license because they said that in order for me to get my license, that the ticket would have to be all the way thrown out, or I forgot what she said. It was something like that in regards to that. She said that it only just took 2 points off my record. It didn't lift the suspension.
All right, we'll look it up. All right, Mr. Birdfield. Let's take the time. Let's take the time to see where you're at now, sir. We'll go back on the record with Mr. Aaron Garfield. Now, sir, we got about $2,010 sitting here that you owe to get a driver's license back. I see you went and put a collar shirt on now. You ready to go now, huh, sir?
It's the same shirt I had on from the beginning, sir.
Oh, is it? All right. All right.
Yes.
So, tell us what's going through your mind. What have you been thinking about?
I just want to get it behind me. I want to get it resolved, get it paid. I don't want to go to jail. I'm not trying to miss out on my my son, growing up and stuff.
You wouldn't miss out.
Going to jail.
If I was to send you to jail for a traffic matter, you wouldn't miss out on but about 20, 30 days.
I think I'm worth more than.
Who is that down there laughing?
I think I'm worth more than 50.
But the biggest thing is that you gotta, what I really want to impress upon you, sir, is that it's time to start being a lot more responsible. And if you're not going to be responsible for your own affairs, how do you expect to be able to raise a child? And do you know how much it costs to raise a child?
I'm learning it.
I mean, it is expensive. You're learning. You're 5 months in, and you know what diapers cost?
I do.
It's unreal, the amount. That's just diapers. That's not formula or however you're feeding them. That stuff is out of this world in the cost. And we're just talking about the early stages, sir. Right now, he doesn't have to have the Jordans and the Izod shirts and all that kind of stuff that you got on, the Lacoste shirts. He doesn't have to have that stuff right now, but he's gonna want it. So, and then the fundamental thing is getting a driver's license to get him around, to get him to doctor's appointments, to get him to wherever he's got to go and wherever you got to go. You don't want to be, hey, you can have your child on the road driving and taking them to the doctor, and a police officer will stop you for going 31 over like Miss Gray and take you to jail because you don't have a license. Then what are you going to do? This kind of stuff. I mean, did you finish high school, sir?
Yes, I did.
All right. Which school did you go to?
Persian.
Persian. That's my cousins all went to Persian. Are you registered to vote?
Yes, sir.
All right. Listen. We're gonna make you do some community service. We're gonna incorporate that in your life, and you're gonna have to figure it out. Just like all of us, just like everybody else had to figure it out. Everybody's got obstacles. Everybody's got obstacles that they have to navigate in life. And I'm sure your parents tried to tell you some things too, didn't they?
Yes.
And I'm sure you didn't listen either, did you?
I would have listened. I wouldn't be here today.
Well, not necessarily. We're talking about traffic matters. You can get in a traffic matter with listening to your parents, but I'm sure they told you to take care of your responsibility.
Yes, she did.
She did, didn't she?
Yes.
Is your mom still around?
She is.
Thank God for that. So, Ms. Harris, what do you propose? He's got $2,010 in fees. I'll say that probably at least probably 500, I'm gonna guess, are probably fees that that are because he failed to pay. And they got penalties and fees. Let's see what he's got.
Well,
So
Your
this is
Honor,
yes.
I would ask if the court could allow him to go ahead and start community service possibly come back for a review date in maybe 60 days to see where he is, how he's progressing, and then eliminate some of those late fees, penalties, and additional costs that the court might be able to waive. And at that time, if he's able to come up with funds to make a payment for a portion of the balance, see what else we can do to try to help him to resolve these outstanding fines and costs.
All right. What can you think you can handle that, Mr. Garfield?
Yes, I can handle that.
All right, let's start out with a small number. Let's start out with 20 hours of community service in 60 days. That's effectively 2.5 days of work. That's like nothing.
I understand.
You know, that's like nothing.
Okay, I need to start.
And I'm not gonna even give you 60 days to do it. I'm gonna give you 30 days to do it. All right, so we'll be back October 4th.
Excuse me, sir. I got a court date October 4th for my pending case.
You can zoom in after you get done with that. We'll have it all on one day, consolidate. Just get the baby formula and all that stuff together. And this might go a long way with your other case. I'm gonna say 8:30 a.m., but I'm saying, but we'll be in another courtroom on that day. So when we pull the file, we'll see if you're not here at 8:30, you're probably taking care of that. Or if you check in at 8:30 and you tell us, I got this at, well, you have that at, it doesn't have a date. You went to court on that today?
No, I went to court on that, I think that was like a week ago. It's a felony, so I don't know how long it may go.
I don't understand why there's no information in here to when is your next court date. But
Okay, so this is the third.
I will, you say it's October 4th.
Yeah, it's in Frank Murphy.
All right, you have an ink pen with you, sir?
A pen?
Yes, so you can write this number down.
Just a second, sir. Okay.
All right. This number is 313-965-3414. And the lady's name is Mrs. Green. She's a community service, coordinator. And she can get you into a place that's close to where you are. And you can work with the people at the place. And you're gonna have to make arrangements to do it. We'll review it on that day. And I told you, sir,
I'm sorry, you said make arrangements for what?
You gotta make arrangements to set times up where you can go and you say that your significant other, the mother of your child, works and you don't work. So you're taking care. Well, I won't say you don't work because it's I don't hear a baby crying now, but I know it's a job. I know it's a job taking care of a 5-month-old. So it is work, but I'm sure your significant other doesn't work every day. You can get that done on a day that she's not there, or that she's at home. You can go to.
She worked two jobs every day.
Well, you're gonna have to figure it out, sir. I mean, if you, but only saying that you have $100 And with having all of this money outstanding, I don't know how else I can help you. I mean, it's just not gonna go away. You're gonna have to figure it out. So let's see where you're at October 4th, 2021. Can we get a community service referral?
Yes.
For Mr. Aaron Garfield? You would call that number tomorrow, sir, and you can make arrangements at that point, okay?
Right.
All right, if there's nothing further, I'll see you back October 4th.
All right.
All right, have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
All right, well, Mr. Lee is,
It will be a plea, Your Honor.
it's gonna be a plea.
Yes, sir.
All right, what else, Mrs. Green? All right, let's, we already called the case. We got, everyone waiting. We'll go to Mr. Lee. All right, let's recall the case of Mr. Joseph Lee. Mr. Lee, I've given, Officer Scott, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Officer Michael Scott.
And was there another officer that checked in? What's your badge number, sir, in the department that you're representing?
4261, the Detroit Police Department.
Mr. Lee, can you turn down that TV?
Yes, sir.
Counselor?
May it please the honorable court. PC0162 on behalf of the city of Detroit, Your Honor.
Okay. There was another officer that checked in.
Right. Officer
Brian Hanks.
I believe it was Officer Hanks, yes, Your Honor.
All right. This is here. This is Ray failed her. Well, she brought I got her certificate, but she didn't do very well on at all on top of what she learned. So, all right, so let's go with this. I'll turn it over to you, Ms. Harris.
Your Honor, it's my understanding that Mr. Lee is waiving his right to trial and is moving forward with a plea pursuant to the recommendation where he's entering a plea to one count of entering without owner's permission, and the remaining matters before the court are being dismissed.
It's not a bad deal, sir. Your attorney did some good work for you.
Yeah, Your Honor, it's actually disorderly conduct, amended to disorderly conduct.
Amended to disorderly conduct, right? All right.
Thank you, Mr. Goss.
That's you said that's doing what?
It's being amended to disorderly conduct.
Oh, thank you.
That's even better deal.
All right, so Mr. Lee, is that your understanding that you would like to avail yourself to this offer? You would like to forego the trial and avail yourself to this offer?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can you raise your right hand, sir?
Okay.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you can put your hand down. You understand that this, the maximum possible penalty for these misdemeanors, well, you have 90 days in jail and or $500 in fine, and 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
You understand by taking this, you understand you have a right to a trial today?
Yes, sir.
And you understand by taking this offer, you're gonna give up that trial right?
Yes, sir.
Anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record? Anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record, sir?
No.
All right. Mr. Lee, I'm going to draw your attention back to May the 21st, 2021 at around 7:40 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of 14885, or is that 19885, Fairfield. Did you have an occasion to be confronted by a Detroit police officer who we now know as Officer Scott?
Yes.
And on that day, were you at that location, sir?
Yes.
And on that day, you were on that property? Were you inside that dwelling or on that property?
I was on the property.
Okay, sir, and you didn't have permission from the owner to be there?
No.
Okay, sir, I'm gonna find you guilty of the amended count of disorderly conduct. And with the stipulation of probable cause, Counselor, I'm gonna dismiss all the other matters.
I'll stipulate it, Your Honor.
All right. I'm gonna waive the warrant fees. And I'm gonna hold you, well, you don't, doesn't seem like you have any reinstatement fees, sir.
That means I don't got no points.
No, there's no points. Anything else that you have open is gonna be dismissed. All the other cases that we call are gonna be dismissed. And I'm gonna fine you $240.
All right.
When can you pay, sir?
When you want me to?
Well, today.
Probably, I got you Monday.
Monday?
Mr. Lee, Monday is a holiday. However, you can still pay that online. So Monday?
No, I don't do nothing online. So Tuesday.
You're under the, what do they call that? You're off the grid, huh, Mr. Lee?
Yeah, I do stuff in person.
You do stuff online. You're online right now.
I mean, I'm talking about with money though.
Okay, all right. Disorderly conduct. I'm gonna say this, Mr. Lee, are you sure you can get it in by next week?
Tuesday, I got you.
All right.
What time did the courthouse close?
4:30.
All
I'm
right,
just gonna say pay by September 10th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, okay, but I for sure, I got you. I got y'all.
Be that day. If you don't pay it by that day, sir, you're gonna need to zoom back in and see if the court can find you some more time, because it's gonna do nothing but charge penalties and fees and put another warrant out for your arrest. We can avoid that if you come on. If you pay it, you can avoid it. But if you,
Got you, Judge. I got you, Judge. I got you.
All right, you got it. Waive warrant fees, and all other matters will be dismissed with the stipulation of probable cause.
All right.
She stipulated, okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor, I just have to put one thing on the record. It's really more of housekeeping for me.
Okay.
And that is on Officer Hanks' matter was also a EWAP ticket. Officer Hanks spoke to me in the breakout room, told me that he had no recollection. That's the reason why it was dismissed, because you know the city's policy is never to dismiss EWAP tickets. Just putting on the record, that's the reason why that was included to the global agreement with Mr. Lee.
All right, Mr. Lee, if it's nothing further, sir, you have a great day, man. You have a great day, sir.
So I'm good. I just gotta pay $240.
You're good.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Have a good one. All right. Mr. Officer Scott, you have a very good day as well. Thank you too, and be safe out there. All right.
You too. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right. So let's go with Mrs. Well, what is Mrs. Green? What's Mrs. Green saying to me? Is Mrs. Green still there?
Yes.
Now, what were you saying, ma'am?
I spoke with Secretary of State and I talked to you maybe like a week or 2 weeks ago in regards to getting my license back. And they told me that I know you had sent over some paperwork for me to get my license back. And they still said that it was only 2 points taken off my record because they said that it still was the ticket was still there. And so in order for me to be able to get my license back, it would have to be an extension on there or something like that, or they
Go to
have
the
to figure out how
Secretary of State.
I didn't hear you.
When did you go to the Secretary of State?
I just spoke with them. She actually just called me.
It says here, it says here that you should have been able to be reinstated at 8/17. If it was something about points, then what would they say here, Attorney Dawson? She was here last week, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. And she had an allowance. My license driver to drive there, to amend it to become a driving my license suspended repeat offender. That was on 8/23/2021, arraignment on 8/16/2021. And there was a no insurance misdemeanor that was dismissed, unregistered, untitled, that I'm sure was dismissed, paid the fine cost. See, that's what I expected to hear of Mr. Aaron. That's somebody that's got a baby there. About 5-month-old too, probably. How old? How old is that baby?
Oh, he's one. He'll be 2, 9/11.
Yeah, Mr. Garfield. That's what I expected to hear from Mr. Garfield in the background.
He's on the phone, you know.
I don't see why they're doing that, and I have another eye looking at it that probably knows better than I do. I don't see why you're not able to be reinstated as of 8/17/2021. You're disqualified for some other reason.
No, she just said that by me having that ticket of not being able to show proof of insurance, that's why the suspension wasn't lifted. And she said in order for
That ticket is dismissed. That ticket is dismissed.
Yep, she said in order for me to get my license back, the ticket would have to be thrown out.
You need to go into the office, ma'am. I don't know how you're talking to somebody on the phone, but it sounds like you should be able to get a driver's license. It has here that you should be reinstated as of 8/17/2021. That was a couple of weeks ago. And you have nothing open here. You paid all your fines and costs.
Your Honor, it says failure to appear, but it doesn't show. It says that it's privileges are reinstated. It's not safe.
And that was for what?
The no registration and the no insurance.
Can you send over another abstraction for the Secretary of State for Mrs. Green? Abstraction, no.
And that was dismissed.
This is case numbers SP 103, 9, counts 1 and counts 2. And then she had an allowing for count 3, but you're seeing something with no registration and no insurance on there?
Right. Violation date is 10/28.
And you send over that
Yes,
the
ma'am.
case is closed?
Yes, ma'am.
For both of them, just do
Yes.
both of them, no registration and no insurance. All right, we're gonna send that over again, ma'am. That's all we can do.
Okay.
That case is closed, so we'll send that over to the Secretary of State again.
Okay.
All right? There's
Okay.
nothing further. Have a great day.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
All right. Let's go with, where are we now? Oh, Mrs. Gray. Mrs. Gray.
Yes.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mrs. Nicole Gray. The offer here is to plead to the amended count of limited access, 70 and a 60, so 10 over. That's gonna give her 1 point on your driver's license. I'm gonna fine you.
Did you get my my email?
Yeah, I got the certificate. Listen, that's why you're getting the 1 point. That's why you're getting the 1 point instead of the 4 points. But we expected a lot more from you than just what you gave us. You didn't do anything to really help yourself out to get.
I know. I've been going through a lot these past few weeks, so my mind is somewhere else.
All right, well, you have a right to a trial, ma'am. If you want to take this to trial, then you can. If you want to take this deal, you can take the deal. I'll fine you $135 and I'll dismiss the other count.
And how can I get that point removed? I don't want no points on my license.
Right now, that was the way to get the point, was to do the class and come to bring. Listen, you already got you're looking at a 4-point offense. You already got 3 of the points removed, and just by basically just by showing proof that you did the class. And I don't know that you even did it. I don't know if somebody did it for you or not. That's
No,
another.
sir, I did it myself.
I'm not saying, what I'm saying is, there's 2 reasons why we ask you to come in and give us the information that we do. First of all, we hope that you can provide information to people online that some information that they probably didn't know to help them to be better drivers. But secondly, is to see if you even took the class. And for what you gave us, you gave me a certificate, but I don't know if you took the class or if you let somebody else take the class. And then I understand what you're telling me, that you took it yourself. And I'll say, hey, that's why you're getting the benefit of removing the 3 points from your license, but you just didn't do enough to be going 31 miles an hour over the speed limit. I don't know what, think about that next time.
Yes,
I hope this is a wake-up call here, because only God knows why, and you know why you were doing 68 miles an hour up grass.
Yes.
If that's what you were doing. that's what you were doing. And only God and you know. And even if it was for emergency, it still didn't get you there any quicker because you got pulled over, you got a ticket, you took that 30 minutes or so, however long it to do that, you lost in every sense of the word. And you tried to give you an opportunity to redeem yourself a little bit. You did redeem yourself some. You took the class. I was hoping that you would get a blocking traffic at a 0-point offense, but you didn't give us enough.
Okay.
So you still have a right to a trial if you want, or you can take the deal.
I'm gonna take the deal.
All right. Can you raise your right hand, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, ma'am. You understand that the maximum possible penalty for this misdemeanor is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I just told you in the record?
No.
All right, now let me draw your attention back to March the 24th, 2021 at 6:33 p.m. in the area of Gratiot and Grandy in the city of Detroit. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day, ma'am?
Yes.
And were you pulled over for speeding, ma'am?
Yes.
And were you pulled over for speeding because you were in fact speeding?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Tell us what were you thinking about? What were you doing?
That's well, too much. I don't even want to say this because I know it's like so stupid, but I'm just gonna say it. I had got a new car, so I wanted to test it out.
All right. And really, it would be, a whole lot different situation if you're driving this new car on the freeway doing that. And I'm not condoning speeding on the freeway, but it makes more sense if you're going to do something like that to do it in an area where at least you don't have cars and pedestrians and street lights and stuff like that to deal with.
Yes, I understand.
I do appreciate your honesty, ma'am, on that. So, did we pull our driving record?
Okay.
Did we pull it? I think we did. So you say you've been going through a lot. You care to share that with the court?
Well, I had COVID, and I'm going through a lot with my kids. My 14-year-old, she keep running away from home. I don't know what to do with her anymore. And I'm struggling right now. I'm having a hard time. I don't have no job. I don't have no income. It's just, I'm trying to take care of 3 kids and a grandbaby and another grandbaby on the way. Pay bills. This is hard. It's exhausting. Everything.
When did you lose your job, ma'am?
I lost my job a while ago. I've been receiving unemployment. But, that done ran out. So.
When did you lose your job?
I lost my job back in 2019.
The same year? Did you buy this car brand new? When did you get this car?
Oh.
We lost her? All right. Who are these people signing on super late like this?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was trying to decline a call.
I understand. When did you get this car?
and of March of this year.
Now that is a classic example of what my father always used to say. People buy what they want and beg for what they need.
I don't beg though. Sorry, I don't ask nobody for anything. I work it out on my own. I'm not a beg.
You're begging the court right now to give you something to have mercy on you. So don't come with that.
Yes,
and then
right.
You're buying a 2019 Nissan.
Right.
And you don't have a job. That's buying what you want and begging for what you need.
You're right.
I mean, I understand everybody wants to be flashy and live in the good life, but at some point, I drive a 09 Grand Marquis. You know why? Because I can't afford to drive a 2019 right now. I got 2 kids in college, and I have house notes, car notes, and insurance to pay. But I'm not trying to. I keep my little ride clean, and I'm straight. As long as the AC keeps going, I'm all right. But I'm not you do what you do, but don't come in here saying I'm struggling when you're on unemployment and you're buying a brand new car or close to a brand new car. So what do you want to do with Miss Gray? You know me, I'm just gonna give it up to you. Go ahead. I'm gonna put it on. What should we do with Miss Gray? Yeah, I got it. It's valid.
Well, Your Honor, it's my understanding she admitted responsibility to a civil infraction. Is the court inclined to allow her to complete community service in lieu of fines in lieu of the fine?
No, she can get that money. I mean, we were trying to save her some points. She can get that money.
And Mr.
You still got that Nissan, don't you?
Yes.
She's getting money, Miss Harris.
I mean, I could pay my ticket. I could pay it.
Mr. Goss, if you're inclined to make this a limited access 1 to 5, which I believe is 0 points, it would be appreciated. Is that 0 points? I gotta look.
All right, I'm gonna make it limited access, 60 and a 55. That's gonna be 0 points. I accept the fact that you let him put his appearance on the record. I'm not gonna block anything if you.
I'll take awesome. They have a decision, Your Honor. Ms. Gray.
Yes.
I wasn't in here to hear what you said about the class. However, I know Judge Perkins.
She gave nothing.
And Judge Perkins truly, we both expect someone to tell us and help us believe that they actually took the class and just didn't have someone else to do it. And Judge Perkins is truly disappointed in this matter. However, I'm taking into account everything that you said was going on in your life, and I want to give you this offer, but you have to understand, if you come in here again with any type of violation, there will not be a deal. So this is going against what the policy that being the judge has discussed regarding these driving school, but I feel led to do it this way, so hopefully the judge will honor my request. And I'm just gonna offer a blockade, but I cannot see you in here again with any violations. And your attorney knows that I'm true to my word, or when I say what I want to do, I stand by it. So if you take this blockade and you know this is a gift and you're trying to help you, but you gotta slow down. And, you know, when the court asks you to do something, you gotta show that you actually mean, you know, that you taking it serious. And for this point, you didn't take it serious, but we still giving you a break. So that's my recommendation, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Goss. Thank you on behalf of Ms. Gray. And if the court will adopt that recommendation, we would appreciate it. And thank you.
All right. Ms. Gray, I hope this is a lesson for you. This is, I mean, it could have been much worse than this, and people wouldn't have taken up much more time with you, except for you just going through the system and you hit somebody and kill somebody at that high rate of speed now. But I appreciate your honesty in that you told it like it was. Yes.
I'm picking up a lot of talking background. I'm not sure where it's coming from.
That's Ms. Nash on the phone with someone.
Okay.
Take care. I gotta get off. Thank you. Thank you. Right too. Thank you.
But there's I mean, in traffic court, it's pretty much as serious as it can get, 31 over, I think, you know. But I'm gonna adopt the recommendation of the city attorney. I'm gonna offer you a blockading traffic, and I'll fine you $175. We already took your factual basis, so I'll find you responsible for blocking traffic. And it won't get like this again if you come in here with a traffic matter like that. I hope that you can get things situated with your daughter.
Thank you.
That you can get that thing squared away. I know how difficult it is sometimes when you're raising 2 other kids at the same time. And I hope you can get situated with your employment now. So when, with the stipulation of probable cause, I'll dismiss the other matter.
Thank you.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Okay, and when can you pay?
I want to say the 15th, but I might be able to have it before then.
I'm gonna put in the computer September 15th.
Yes, but I think I'll have it before then.
All right, if you don't have it, I'm not worried about that. If you don't have it on September 15th, excuse me, you're gonna need to zoom back in.
So if I'm able to pay it before the 15th,
It'll close itself out.
Okay.
It'll close itself out. All right?
Okay. Yes.
All right, if there's nothing further, ma'am, have a very good day. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
If I may, Ms. Gray?
Yes.
I'm not sure what your religious affiliation might be, but for assistance with your daughter, maybe consider consulting your local church to see if there are any programs that they may offer. At the same time, try to go through the schools as well. They may be able to offer you some assistance. And even with your local church or whatever the local religious organization is that's near you, they may be able to offer you some assistance. And I'm not sure if Focus Hope can offer you something as well.
I went through, I actually went through the juvenile detention center, and it's like, I'm not getting any response from them because she'll be 15. She'll be 15 in a few days. And I've had enough. It's too much. I have a 7-year-old and she's picking up everything that this girl doing. And I don't want to give up my rights, but she needs some help.
Listen. I never suggest the criminal justice as an intervention. I think that the way that Mrs. Harris is telling you would be the best way to go. But this is your daughter, and this is what you have to deal with. So giving up, I hate to hear that for a young girl that is probably confused herself and doesn't know what I always fall back on is God won't put more on you than what you can handle. So I think that I would suggest that you take the suggestion of Ms. Harris and then go into some of those other outlets, because you don't want your kid in the justice system, especially if this is just something that is just gonna pass at some point. I mean, people always go through some various different things, and she's probably trying to figure herself out. But and if it is something that is going to be more serious, then eventually the criminal justice system will get to her. But I would reserve that and see if you can work it out. All right.
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, you have a very good day.
You also. Thank you.
All right. All right. Who do we have here on Mr. Lewis? All right, Mr. Schiatti.
Yes.
How are you, sir?
Hi, Judge.
Very well. Mr. Lewis, what is going on, sir? Why are you here so late?
I had to take my daughter to the hospital last night, so I really didn't go to sleep until like 4 this morning.
Is your daughter okay?
Yeah, she's fine. She had an asthma attack.
All right, well, all right, I'm gonna find that a good cause for you being late. I hope that she's doing better now.
They didn't have to admit her. We just had to stay there for a few hours.
I still don't understand why you couldn't get up and come to court.
I just went to sleep. I was supposed to have been in court at 8:30 this morning. I just went to sleep at like 5.
All right, let's see here. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Robert Lee Lewis. Case number SP 105-4425, counts 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna allow Mr. Lewis the opportunity to set aside the defaults in the no proof of insurance civil infraction and the seatbelt civil infraction. I want to recall the warrant on his license improperly. And I am going to say this, dirty and obscure plate. Then we have some other infractions here. Let's also call case number SP 11279-152.
I already paid for that one.
No, sir. I see that you have made a payment on that the dirty and obscure plate that relates to that no insurance misdemeanor. So, do you have a driver's license now, sir?
Yes. I always have the driver's license.
Please run his license.
Okay.
And did you have insurance on that day, sir, for that vehicle?
I had LA insurance. It was like a I guess they had the little 15 days insurance back then, and it was
Was it good?
Huh?
Was it good at that time?
Did he get discharged? The time when I got pulled over, no, it wasn't good, but it was through the pandemic.
You didn't have insurance at that time.
No, Your Honor, the insurance company told me it doesn't make sense to come in and pay because that, you know what I'm saying, like through the pandemic, they wasn't tripping on it. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't pay every month. Paying for the insurance, I paid $300 and some for the insurance, but I didn't pay every month. But they told me at the insurance place, like, you don't have to worry about that because they're not y'all for that right now.
They lied to you, sir.
Yeah, I see.
Don't listen to the insurance people. Don't listen to the insurance people. Pay for your insurance. Well, I'm trying to see if we can help you out the best way. I'll say this, the offer here in the file would be to plead to improper plates. Did you run a driver's license?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I got distracted. I apologize.
Mr. Robert?
I already pleaded to that. I already paid for it.
Hold on, Mr. Lewis. Mr. Goss, if I'm not mistaken, I heard there was a seatbelt violation. Would you allow it? Would you allow a responsible and dismiss the other two?
I had a seatbelt violation.
Oh, never mind then. Sorry.
I'm not like when I got pulled over.
Listen, sir,
Mr. Lewis, you gotta stop.
You got a lawyer here that's trying to represent you. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with her.
Okay.
Go in that breakout room, sir. He's valid. I don't see much, but he's valid. Why?
No, that abstract, if I'm not mistaken, the abstract, insurance kill you. Shit.
I like to know that stuff. Who's on the phone at 405-0242? You can press *6 to unmute yourself.
Yeah, this is Roderick Goldston.
Goldston? Is that who you're here for, Goldston?
No, Judge, I'm here on a listing. He's not going to be here. It's a probation matter that he's done all the conditions, and he had to work, and I might talk to the clerk about this a couple days ago. I want to be here on the probation department's behalf, trying to get this matter closed for this defendant. I submitted a discharge. His name's Charles Liston. He does have a scheduled court date for today.
Well, where is he?
He told me he had to work, he couldn't get the day off, and he's completed all the conditions. And I understand the court needs the person's appearance, but I was hopeful that I could at least attempt to try to get his case closed through a discharge.
That's the benefit of Zoom. Are you on the case of Roderick Goldston?
No.
Who's on that case, Madam Clerk?
My mistake.
Oh, Joe.
He doesn't abstract.
Doesn't abstract. It does kind of compound from one to the next, though. It makes it more of a penalty. Joseph Thomas is the probation officer. Get Joseph Thomas online, please. All right, we'll take care of Liston. And then, all right, Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
You see why I wanted you to go in the breakout room with the lawyer?
Yes.
All right, now, back on the record with Mr. Lewis. Ms. Harris, take your hat off, sir. Ms. Harris, would you like to go ahead and I gave you some opportunity to speak to Mr. Lewis on the breakout room. What does your client want to do? Or would you want to speak to the city attorney?
Is there a recommendation, Your Honor?
There is a recommendation to plead to improper plate for the no insurance misdemeanor. And then we'll dismiss all the other matters. I'll fine them $240. That's a misdemeanor, but it doesn't abstract to the Secretary of State.
And Your Honor, based on our discussion, my client is inclined to take the plea, so he will enter a plea pursuant to that recommendation.
Mr. Lewis, I'm gonna have. Can you take your hat off first of all?
Thank you.
Can you stand still, sir?
I'm trying to put my phone on the charger.
All right.
I want to see. I really don't want to get somebody, especially with a valid driver's license and a misdemeanor. So he can add to the seatbelt.
All right. The deal is going to get better for you, sir, but it's going to depend on you. He says that, can he remember not wearing a seatbelt, Ms. Harris?
That was the problem, Your Honor, in our discussion. So,
Can you stipulate to the?
You don't remember? Wait a minute. Let me know. See, now I know why he doesn't remember, because he's still going back to this no insurance ticket. We're talking about this ticket here. You're born in the day I got pulled over. No, wait a minute, please. Were you born 7/10/1998?
No, that's not me. I'm June 22nd, 1984.
There's another Robert Lee Lewis out there making you look bad now.
Yeah.
June 22nd, 1984. All right. So it is no seatbelt. All right. So listen to what we're gonna do here. We're gonna make it easy. We're gonna dismiss because you paid the related civil infraction.
thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you.
Case dismissed, sir. I'm way the warrant fee.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
This is Mr. Goldstein. Am I supposed to continue to hold?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. Let's call the case of Charles Timothy Liston, case number U58257920. Can you put your appearance on the record,
Sure.
Ms. Harris?
Oh, Sheriff Harris, on behalf of Mr. Liston.
Judge,
Go ahead and put your appearance on the record, Mrs. Bielski.
thank you, Judge. Judge Ken Schiotti, the assigned probation officer.
All right. This was a case that's on the docket. However, Mr. Liston is not here, but he must have made an impression on probation officer Schiotti, because he is here to let us know what Mr. Liston has done, and I guess he spoke to him. So I'll let you go ahead and take the floor, Mr. Schiotti.
Judge, I appreciate you giving me a chance to represent the probation department on this matter. You're exactly right, Judge. And this is an exception where the probation department's not going to do this all the time, because this defendant is not here. But he reached out to me that he had to work and he didn't want to take a full day off work for the Zoom hearing. He did complete all the conditions required. He was only on a 3-month probation. He's paid all his money. He's been in contact with me. He had no new offenses. He completed the morality class. He submitted proof of STD testing and completed 20 hours community service. He's done everything required of the court. We did submit a discharge to this court, and we're hopeful that his appearance can be waived and that his case can be closed today.
All right, I've looked at the file and I've reviewed. I do remember Mr. Liston, and I see that he's paid his fines and costs. You said you've got documentation saying that he has completed all his obligations as far as the class and the testing is concerned. So with that being said, I'm gonna close the matter out under disorderly conduct.
Thank you, Judge. I do have an order of probation I submitted earlier. Did you want another one in case it didn't make it in the file?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Okay.
No, it wasn't one in the file. Let me sign it. All right. I've signed the order.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, have a great day.
Okay, thanks for everything. We'll see you now.
All right, Mr. Goldston.
Yes.
This is the City of Detroit versus Roderick Goldston, case number U567100520 and U567100620. Appearance for the record, please.
Pardon?
I'm asking your attorney. Appearance for her.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Golston. Mr. Golston, state your name for the record.
Roderick Levert Golston.
All right, and good morning, Officer Thomas. How are you today? Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Officer Joseph Thomas on behalf of the Probation Department.
Okay. Well, let's see where we're at. I'll give you an opportunity to give us an update on Mr. Golston. Mr. Thomas?
Yes, Your Honor. So I had submitted a assessment back in, I think the original sentencing date for this matter was June. Was it June 30th, I believe? If you'd like, I don't have a copy of my assessment. We did send one to the courtroom. I can pull it up real quick if you'd like me to.
Which one are you on? The entering without permission or the narcotic drug violation?
I did an assessment on the narcotics and drug violation case.
What's your date of birth, sir?
10/8/55.
Have you ever used a date of birth of 10/5/55?
Pardon?
Have you ever used the date of birth of 10/5/55?
No.
Where were you born, sir?
Detroit, Michigan, Henry Ford Hospital.
Did you ever live in Georgia?
Yes.
And from what time period?
I don't know. I was going back and forth. But now I'm here sick. So.
Say that again?
I said I'm here sick.
Where are you?
I just been diagnosed with 3rd stage cancer. So,
Sorry to hear that, sir.
and I'm in the beginning stages of dementia.
And where are you?
I'm in Detroit.
Now, where are you calling from right now?
Providence.
You're calling from the hospital now, sir?
No, I'm out here in the parking lot.
And that's where you got diagnosed with that today?
No, I got diagnosed yesterday. After they had worked up the test, the PET test, and all that kind of stuff. And I'll go for my biopsy on the 13th.
So what are you doing outside the hospital right now?
Well, my caregiver had an appointment, so I'm here with him.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. Is this a review or is it a sentencing?
It's a review.
I thought this was meant to be a sentencing. I apologize, Your Honor.
All right, it's on the docket for a review. All right, I'm going to put you in a breakout room, sir, and I'll have you speak with the lawyer, okay?
All right.
Your Honor, could you advise as to what was necessary to be completed today for the review? I don't have that information.
I really don't know. Let's see. He pled guilty on 4/20/2021. He was fines and costs to be determined. Scheduled for review 5/26/2021 at 8:25. 12-month probation referred to for drug court approval. Substance abuse evaluation request submitted. Order for substance evaluation generated.
I don't think he was ever seen by drug court then, Your Honor.
Your Honor, based on the information that was just shared with us by Mr. Golston, I can't tell if he's been sentenced. I know that you indicated that fines and costs were to be determined. It seems like he has bigger issues to deal with, and I'm not negating the wrongs. If he had, he entered a guilty plea, I'm not negating that. But he has a lot of things that he has to deal with in terms of his health and his mental well-being. I would ask if the court would either suspend sentence or waive any other conditions, fines, and costs that may have been imposed, provided possibly if it's required that he provide proof of the diagnoses to probation. I just think that he has a lot of other things going on that require immediate attention.
I can see that. I can hear that as well. So that's for the drug case. He was scheduled for a pre-sentence interview, which obviously he did because I have a report here. That was on 6/2/2021. That was probably in front of me. Then well, I don't know. I don't know if that was the case because that was probably all in front of the review was held in front of Judge Wagner. So no, I probably have never had any contact with Mr. Golston. All right, that's that. Then he's got an entering without permission that he pled to on 4/20/2021. And it appears that he was sentenced to $265 under a 3-month delayed sentence. So obviously, that ship has probably sailed. I don't see. Do you have any income, Mr. Golston?
Yeah, I'm on disability.
I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, see if you can get that information from him, from his doctor, and when he can get that to you.
Okay.
Do you have any questions, Mr. Probation Officer Thomas?
I can go in that breakout room too if you want. I think that would make it a little easier if there's no objection.
All right. Any objection to that?
No
All right.
objection.
Join the room. I think he's automatically going to be joined in the room.
Room 2?
Yes. He's going to take this court case. You don't have to do it. Who else is this? Well, he didn't have to call him. He didn't pay. It's still in the system where you didn't pay.
I know, it's been that way. And I tried to reach out to physical services myself.
I don't want to deal with him. He talks too much.
Yeah.
So you know when you're going to move in? No. That's a lot of background noise that was going on. You got. No,
Your Honor, if you could pull Mr. Goldston out of the breakout room, it would be appreciated. Thank you.
All right. Back on the record with Mr. Roderick Levert Golston. And I've given you an opportunity to speak with the counsel and the probation officer, and let's see what we came up with, Madam Harris.
Your Honor, we did provide Mr. Goldston with Officer Thomas's fax number and office number, and we're hoping that he's able to provide those medical documents within 2 weeks. Also, Officer Thomas did let me know that it does appear that he has not been sentenced. So hopefully with him providing this information, that could help the court in sentencing him on the matter.
All right, you want everybody come back on October 4th? That gives him 30 days or to, let's say October 5th, because I know I've been scheduling some things out against my clerk's usual schedule. So I know October 4th, I've been having some people come back, but October 5th, It'll give us some new insight on what's going on with Mr. Golston. I don't know, sir. I mean, you're 65 years old, right?
Yes, sir.
You've led a whole life of seemingly of little petty offenses.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you were doing down there in Georgia, but I can only imagine it's much of the same.
No.
So I do hope that you get some your health issues together. We'll be praying for you for that. But you know that you need to provide some documentation to Officer Thomas so that he can evaluate that information and come up with another recommendation, because I do see that he's recommended 45 days in the Wayne County Jail and the matter be closed out, because he figures that you're just not gonna pay or do what you need to do to satisfy your obligation.
I will definitely be sending him the documentation.
You're gonna do that, right? All right.
Yes.
Yes,
sir.
You don't want that 45 days in jail, huh?
No, Lord.
Why do people kind of get straight when they did that 45 days? You go out and run them up, and then when you...
I attend church every Sunday.
And they don't have nothing to do with church. If you were in church every Sunday, really listening to the word, you wouldn't be out here doing these things that you do, doing these drugs and all this stuff.
That's true. That's true.
The Holy Ghost didn't get you good enough.
Okay.
So go back in there this Sunday and let the Holy Ghost take you over, and then it'll free you from a lot of that stuff.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah. All right. Let's come back on October 5th, and we'll put it down as a sentencing.
You
Okay.
said 4th, Your Honor. Is it 5th or 4th?
Let's say 5th at
Okay.
let's say at 9 a.m. Mr. Golson's gonna be late anyway.
I had an issue with the Zoom.
All right, sir. If there's nothing further, then everybody is free to leave. Thank you for zooming in, Officer Thomas. And
No problem, Judge. Thank you.
you have any other questions, Mr. Golston?
No, Your Honor.
All right. If there's nothing further. Have a great day, sir.
You do the same.
All right. All right, Ms. Harris. I really appreciate your advocacy. You and Ms. Bradfield, I got two of the best today, so it certainly makes things a lot easier.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Some of your other colleagues kind of fall off a little bit. They were doing all right, but they were falling off this last week or so.
YouTube. You still on YouTube?
That is